I love it when you talk dirty. Oh shit. Welcome to the 11th episode of the Dirty Talks podcast. We back again on another Sunday night. Excited to talk some shit and, be reckless, be wild, say all the freaky, nasty, ratchet shit, and probably give y'all some game in a classy way, but still be nasty at the same time. It's your boy Dirty James. We got G Baby to the right of me. And we got the lovely Jasmine Divine to the left of me. And we got some special guests who y'all seen before. They was so dope that we had to invite them back. We got my man Michael, Sharpshoot Media. Tell them your Instagram again.
Sharpshoot_media.
Right. And as I said before, you can shoot with him and feel safe and comfortable because he don't fuck any of his clients. So I'm putting that out there.
I can attest.
Exactly right. See, right. He got proof. He got some proof here. You can be naked, do a nude photo shoot. He's not fucking you. So good money. Professional, strictly professional. And the lady who can attest to that, we got Big Marley in the building. Go ahead.
Back.
Exactly right. We had to have her right back because she was so dope. And go ahead and tell them your IG.
Your bitch is back. It is BIGG Marley with 3 Y's, baby.
Yes. Follow her. She's dope as fuck. Michael was dope as fuck. But we got a whole bunch of dope people here tonight. And I just want to give a recap of the weekend that I had. I feel like it was a good weekend. If y'all been listening, y'all know we've been doing the IG Live battles. We had a tournament going on. And it was the second round battle of the tournament. I had Fab. My nigga had Wale. And I'm not going to hold y'all. Sometimes I be trying to be humble, but it's hard because I already know how good I am at shit. So I try to be humble, but sometimes I have to talk my shit. A lot of people, in the polls, a lot more people had Wale winning. But I had to watch Wale. I fuck with Wale heavy. My nigga just, I don't think he knew what he was getting himself into. But it was a 15-song battle. I won 10-4 with one tie. And I got him up out of there. And I made it to the championship round against my nigga Austin. He beat my other friend Dave, I'm going to say last weekend. Austin had Yo Gotti, Dave had Pusha T. And Austin won, I think, 9-4 with 2 ties. Mike, scoot in a little bit to the camera. But, so Austin won that battle. So we're going to meet in the championship round. It's going to be Lil Wayne versus Jay-Z, 25 songs apiece. I'm going to have Lil Wayne. Austin is going to have Jay-Z. We didn't choose a date yet to do it, but as soon as we pick a date for the battle, I'm going to let everybody know. And I definitely want it to be a nice crowd. I feel like this is probably going to be the best battle we ever had. I know it's going to be a slugfest. So, yeah, that was pretty much my weekend. It was exciting, competitive, and so how did everybody else's weekend go? Anybody can start.
How'd your weekend go?
I had a long weekend. Very, very long weekend. I worked. I ain't gonna lie. When I worked on Friday, I got so drunk, I fell asleep in the bathtub. I took a bath when I got off work, and I fell asleep inside the bath.
The water was cold as hell when you woke up.
In a minute.
No, it was actually still warm. It was crazy. But it got light outside. I was like, oh, shit. So that was a crazy
I haven't
day.
done that in a long time.
Bro, I was knocked.
That's a thing that happens regularly, Jasmine?
Yeah, how often does that happen, Marley? That you fall asleep in the bathroom?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that was the first time.
Okay.
That was the first time.
Jasmine, like, I haven't done that in a long time. Oh, those were the days. Is that, do we make a habit of falling asleep in a tub of water?
I have to take, like, military showers. I'm, like, taking a shower, kids outside fighting, fisticuffing. Fucking, I hear brrr, bah, brrr. I'm like, shut the fuck up. What are y'all doing?
You see her little feet. You see her little feet running around. Little feet running around.
Damn shower.
Right, exactly. I'm about to get out.
Like, it's time to split up. Everybody go to their own separate rooms. Y'all little asses doing too damn much.
No, I had an eventful weekend. It was dope. Took my daughter out of town for the first time. Her first time out of the city and shit. Took her to a water park and a fucking what's that shit called? The Ohio State Fair.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that was dope.
I'm mad I missed that. I didn't even know that.
No, it's still going on. It's
really?
still going on.
Marley be holding out on us, man. Marley be holding out.
Yeah,
First was the tree, the taste of Tremont.
First of all,
now it is like, damn, and she cooked.
Now?
And she cooked. I'm like,
you had some fried chicken.
I heard you got some.
Yeah, you got some of the fried chicken.
No, over here. Damn, they got all the good food.
On the podcast, they being rude. I'm sorry.
And Gabs already said, and listen, Marley.
When shit is going on, you need to make sure to send the text. Because
Yes,
me and JR like to be in it.
Right.
And with or without the kids, we like to be in it.
And Marley,
all the kids through shit.
and Marley, Gabs already said she's trying to gain some happy weight, so she could have gained some happy weight from the food that she cooked.
She could have, for sure. She definitely. She was.
Man,
she
let me tell y'all.
for 10 days and she ate that.
Did y'all see the story? The story she posted where I was dragging the fork across the
No, I missed that. I missed it.
And this shit was so crunchy, boy. Let me tell you how it went down, because it wasn't no like exclusive shit. Me and Marcus was in a fucking Giant Eagle just trying to get some groceries instead of being irresponsible ass bachelors getting DoorDash all the damn time. So we went in there and got like some meat. We still was fucking up. Like it was like meat and salami and cheese and fucking. This nigga got Uncrustables. Like this nigga went and got some Lunchables, all type of shit. Anyway, I get ran into by this chick. She walk up with another woman with like. All right, so I judge ass on like a 1 Marley, 2 Marley, half Marley range.
Okay.
She had like a 3/4 Marley ass.
Okay. 3/4 Marley ass.
She had a 3/4 Marley. You know what I'm saying? Jazz got a 1.1 Marley ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you. That's how you break them down.
All right. I knew it was coming. I as soon as you put her arm around it, shit.
Bring me up. Leave me out of this conversation.
Anyway,
oh man,
they pull up, you know what I'm saying, jiggling and shit, and we in there talking and what. No, it was like Marley did. So I called her out on this shit in the moment. She's like, so I'm about to. I'm like, bruh, like really. Y'all here with the Instagram? She had the TikTok leggings on and shit. No, TikTok shorts.
It's TikTok leggings. What's the TikTok leggings?
The TikTok shorts with the
ripples. The ones that, you know, my rainbow joints.
Oh, show the ass. Show the ass. Okay.
All the texture.
Did not, Marley, let me ask you
squares.
this.
It was the squares.
Like usually when you go to the grocery store and you showing ass, on average, how many like people you cause to like crash their carts and shit?
Man, niggas be like, whoa.
Yo, I don't even know that.
Oh shit, we
I
don't even know.
Our friend Vic, who was on the show not last, but the last show, we went to a surprise birthday party, and as we were leaving, we was walking to the car. It was like a group of guys, and they got to talking and laughing and whatever. I'm like, what the fuck are they laughing at or talking about? And Jasmine had on some short jean shorts, and I look back, I'm like, oh, they looking at Jasmine's ass or whatnot.
I like that shit a lot.
I wasn't mad, and then I looked at them like in the eye, and he was like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm just a man. I was like, no, bro, and I was like, no, bro, you good? Like I ain't tripping. And they kind of like eased the tension because they thought I was gonna get upset.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
no. Deion Cole had that joke. He was like, man, you ever seen an ass so fat you end up meeting a cool ass nigga?
Yeah, bro. That's a fact.
I mean, I feel like I go through it so much. I'm also always on my own little wave. Like I feel like that's why I don't smoke weed. I'm high all the time. And so it's like I don't ever notice when people notice me, and I'd be like, oh shit, I'm not invisible. Like y'all see me? Y'all see me? See you? See me? And so like when shit like that happens, it's just like da 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 da.
Yeah, like, I know how that feels. But I be like, all right, well, I know I got all of this over there, but
no. I fuck with Gabs heavy because she ain't got no shame. Like she'll still shake ass whenever she like fuck it, y'all go. She was like y'all go accept me, goddamn it.
Wait, like this?
Once upon a time,
like this?
I was thicker.
You went on a diet?
No, I got sick.
Oh, okay. You got sick. Oh. Hey, well, Marley gonna feed you. Marley gonna feed you some green eggs and ham.
Macaroni and cheese was
slapping.
Two cans of macaroni and cheese.
That macaroni and cheese was slapping.
So I'll make sure to let
it had the
know.
chewy.
Everybody was going crazy over the mac and cheese, especially
it
my
was
mom.
creamy
She said,
and
oh
chewy.
my God, she's like, you got something for me, girl. Shit.
Yeah, the shit was busted,
It's
man.
in the arm.
Yeah, dude.
The green beans. I didn't even want to eat the yams, I was like, I don't want no yams. I ate a couple, man. Then went down. I cleared my plate. That shit was
That nigga
good.
plate was
Kudos to the
clean.
cook.
I said what? He said he woke up said, "Cooking some more chicken."
Yeah, buddy.
go ahead.
But my weekend, I went to. So I did a bunch of shit yesterday. My ex's daughter, who I call my favorite gang member, she had like an art show in Akron at Sequoia's Art Gallery.
Okay.
And so I went out there, and then after that, I went out to the Rage Room in Akron with a friend of mine.
Is that like a club or bar?
No, it's called the Rage Room. You go in there and break shit. You pay them for a half hour.
I need
They,
that.
they-
I need to take my son there.
I'm telling you,
Right, yeah.
do that, man.
I need
They
to
give
take
you
my
a crowbar, a couple
that shit,
bats,
for sure.
some VHS tapes, and a sledgehammer.
Yo,
And some glass, some wine bottles, and you just go in there. You put your own music on. I put it on at DMX.
Uh-oh.
we-
Which DMX song?
I started with X Gonna Give It To You.
Okay, that's a good
I
one.
started with X Gonna Give It To You and seeing what YouTube music.
Play What's
got.
My Name?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah, okay.
of course. It got some slow motion videos. We had a good time. Then we went and ate. That was dope. Then it pulled up on my other gang member, Trinity. Her birthday. She was celebrating her
Well,
birthday.
Trinity was supposed to be on the
Euphoria.
show. About the woman with the short hair.
Yeah,
dark
yeah,
skin.
yeah.
Yep, she's
Yep.
gonna be on the show. So.
She was celebrating her birthday at Euphoria. Pulled up on her for a split second, then got back to work, man, till about 4:00 this morning.
Oh, okay.
Nigga be
Dope.
pulling all nighters.
Yeah, yeah. And Gabs, what you do this weekend? I know you was running around.
I'm talking about birthday for birthday.
Right, yeah.
Right, there was a lot of birthdays.
We seen you at Vic's birthday for a little bit.
Leo.
You went home.
Yesterday was like a list of events. I got the Euphoria text real late. I was like, dang, I couldn't make it. Shout out to Trinity. Happy birthday to her.
How old did she
But-
turn?
Like 9 or some shit like that.
She like 9.
Something like that.
I think
Some-
like 24, probably 23.
No, she turned 22.
Damn, she that
Yeah.
young?
Yeah.
Jesus.
She young as fuck, but she cool as fuck.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
older though. She
She
cool
be
as fuck.
kicking it.
I
But
fuck with her.
yesterday,
Shout out to Trinity.
it was like 3 birthdays plus a graduation party I had to go to for my cousin at night, and that basically ended the night.
Right.
We kicked it, had fun.
Over with cousin house.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, Legacy 5. That's where we was at.
Oh,
And
y'all
my-
went to Legacy?
Oh, y'all went to the
Come
bar?
see me at Legacy 5,
Okay.
y'all.
Yep.
I tried to see Marley at Legacy 5. I couldn't make it out the car. But I'll make it out
Yo,
next
we
time. I
pulled
promise.
up. This nigga's like, babe, you gotta have to take me home.
Get
I was
drunk.
like,
y'all can't get
he
drunk
was
before me. Y'all
slumped.
come to me, man.
It was
You gotta-
after the
battle.
The battle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
last week. Not this battle, but
The other battle, yeah.
Come to me and I'll get you drunk. Eat
Oh,
some
I
good
mean,
food.
we
We know
where
now.
Marley
We
at,
know
man.
now.
She here.
Oh, okay, Marley. But the thing is, okay, so when we bring our dates there, you can't, and then you see us again with a different date.
Okay.
You
A
can't
different
be
woman.
being like, oh,
You gotta
y'all
keep it
got a
peak,
new
right?
one.
Like,
You
you gotta
can't
keep
be.
it-
You ain't do
I
that.
ain't like that. No, they never
You
came
ain't
here.
do that.
Oh, I'm about to say.
I'll never do that.
Like,
Though.
you gotta
I'll be on my bartender shit. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Like, oh, you guys never bring a
Man,
girl.
what we need you to do? Make
Not
them.
y'all,
make
y'all,
them.
not y'all couple hoeing though.
Look,
Y'all
make
some
them.
cou-
Look,
a couple gigolos?
look, we need you to make them feel like they're the one.
Yeah,
Like boost their
I seen
confidence
that.
up, gas them up. Or like, oh, girl, I believe in you. They really
DJ
like you.
Yeah,
You
I
gonna
was
stick
like, I played a
around.
part.
They don't ever bring girls around
Another
me,
one.
girl. I'm
That's
telling you.
crazy.
Girl,
Damn, you pretty
They really
too.
like
That's
you.
crazy.
like you.
They must really like you, girl. They brought you here. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's how I need to be.
I had a move like that, so I knew the dude that was a sommelier at Adega. The sommelier is a wine expert.
Okay.
He was a sommelier at Adega, which is in the 9, that restaurant that's in the 9. And so when I got people coming from out of town, he don't work there no more. His name is Jean-Michel. Right,
Okay.
so perfect, right? And he had a French ass name or whatever. So I
Jean-Michel.
called Jean-Michel like, hey, I'm about to pull up some friends from out of town. He's like, all right, bet. So I pull up. I was like, I'm looking for Jean-Michel. He's like, Michael, how good to see you. Yeah. I'm kidding this motherfucker. He's like, yeah, so this is such and such, they're from such and such. Yeah, oh, yes, nice. Let me escort you to the vault.
Wow.
And he escorted me to the vault, dropped me down there, slid him his little, you understand me?
That's
Wow.
And that was that, man. Make me look, listen, man.
The ass.
Real good. He said
Easy ass.
he put you on.
Listen,
Yeah,
that's
no,
what I do,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's how
that's
you
the
got
way,
to do. You bang people,
Yeah,
man.
man. And like I'll say
Got the
this,
girl like he got money.
Like, oh shit.
Right.
Oh.
and I'll say this, like, you know, before I met Jazz, dating, like, you know, it was never hard. Like, long as I did shit the right way and was I don't want to say strategic, but like calculated. You know what I'm saying? I got the job done. But like, since I've been dating women with Jazz, this shit is just so much easier because she can get away with shit that I can't get away with.
You ain't got to
And she
really
like
do
a nigga
shit.
when it comes to me. Like, I all I gotta do is pick my spots and get in where I fit in that. So
Literally.
she could just flirt off top on some sexual shit, and the woman would still feel comfortable. But like it was just me and the woman, you know what I'm saying? I kind of got it easing in there.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's like I get to skip
Literally.
a few steps. You know what I'm saying, when me and Jazz are dating women.
All I need is a look. It's like as soon as I get this one look,
It's a little seduction.
yeah, it's like a certain look that I get, and I'm like, all right, bet. Like you,
It's on and popping from here on out.
Yeah,
It's funny. I realized this when I was young. Like, it's a point at which every man knows, like, okay, I'm definitely about to get the cheeks.
Right.
You don't know when it is. Like, it's different for every situation. Sometimes it's when she pull up and she hop in the car and she like this, and that, and the other. I'm gonna get the cheeks. So one chick hopped in my car with an overnight bag. I'm like, bet.
They already
Let's
know.
go.
set.
This is our first date.
She
This was in
was
college
set.
though. She hopped in the whip. An overnight bag. I'm like, bet. Smashing the night. Sometimes it ain't until you get your hand in the drawers and I'm like, yes. And she don't do this.
What's that sound?
You already know.
You ever had like a situation where you wasn't you was trying to be the gentleman and not fuck the first night, but then they was on it so heavy to the point where you had the bun? Like it was one date.
Nah.
It was like my first date.
I don't have them problems.
I was meeting this girl at Mongolian Barbecue on Coventry.
Good date.
And I was driving there and I got pulled over. And I thought I was about to get a ticket or whatnot. So I was already stressed out about that, but I still met her there. We had a good time, and then I wanted to take her to the one bar I told you not to fuck up from, but the secret bar.
You told
the
me about it?
shop.
Yeah.
So
You took her to that?
huh?
You took her to that?
Yeah.
I didn't know you knew about it.
No, I did. No,
we
remember
talked about it. Yeah,
last
yeah.
episode. So
Yeah, that's
I took her there. She was impressed by that.
of course.
And then I'm still paranoid about getting pulled over because I already got pulled over once. I was like, all right, well, I'm about to head to the crib or whatnot. You gonna text me when you get home? And she was like, oh well, she put a me on me. She's like, well, you know, I'm kind of drunk. I don't know if I can make it home. I don't think I'm gonna have to come home with you and just, you know, crash at your spot. I'm like, oh. I'm like, all right. So I drive to my, you know, my house.
That's
at
the
the
wrong
time.
shit to say to me.
I drive at my house at the time, and my cousin who I was living with, Bobby, you met Bobby.
Yeah.
Him and his friend was fixing up the house. When I saw her come in there, I'm like, yeah, this is my cousin Bobby. You know, we're gonna have this here. So she was fucking with the potential the house had. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this here. So, oh my God, it's gonna look so cute and this and that. So she was sold on that.
Mind you, the shit still looks the same.
So we go upstairs. So he goes upstairs in my room. So you got some shorts for me to sleep in. So I'm like, yeah. I hand her some gym shorts. I'm thinking she gonna get changed in the bathroom. She just took them. I'm like, oh, okay. I just seen ass out. I'm like, all right.
Shit.
Right. So I give her the shorts. I'm trying to lay down. Let's go to sleep. And then she just hop on top and then.
So on the
At
pop.
that point,
morning.
yeah. At that point, but I literally was not trying to, you know, give up no dick.
I got
that
a
night.
no drunk sex on the first date hard rule.
But what if we
if
both
you-
drunk?
Nope. Nope. I made that mistake once before, and like she woke up the next morning and like she was drunker than she wanted to be or whatnot, and I'll never do that shit again, bro. Like technically you can't give consent by the law. You can't give consent under the influence, even if you're both under consent. So whoever complains 1st.
But luckily
over with.
for that situation, it was none of that.
Yeah,
Like,
she was trying to.
She was scheming.
Her saying that she was too drunk wasn't even.
And the fucked
you know
up
what I
part
mean?
about the
She
situation, her
probably
roommate
wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the fucked up part about it, her roommate who she was living with, I kind of talked to when I was in college, and then I thought her and her friend discussed it, and she kept it from her friend. Then later on, that was the reason why we stopped talking, because her friend was like, "You gonna end our friendship if you keep fucking with this nigga?" Type
Yeah.
shit.
Damn.
So yeah,
Listen, man, one of the things when it comes to this art of seduction, man, like if you taking a chick on a date, like the changing of the venue, people don't know the power of changing the venue. You know what I'm saying? I went on 4 dates in one night with this one chick. You know what I'm saying?
damn.
Marcus' birthday, Cultural Gardens, the one bar, my dude's
She had a
birthday,
hell of a time. Yeah.
touch, her spot. Like, just every time you change venue, it does something psychologically. It makes them feel like
It's
y'all
exciting.
been together longer than you
Yeah.
have because you've been to so many different places in the same day.
No, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact.
Message.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, if a guy has a plan for a date and has a dope ass personality, know how to converse well, know how to make her laugh,
A plan.
compared
be
to
a
all
good
these
plan.
other trash ass niggas out here, bro,
Right.
it's so easy to get ass. That's why I don't understand when niggas be saying they struggle to get ass, because it's like I mean, I guess I kind of get it. Like, if you are a nigga who have goals, know how to talk, know how to charm a woman, this a dope ass person, like a genuine dope ass person. It's really not hard at all, especially compared to all these other trash ass niggas out here. Like it's you be like you just all you do is open the door for a girl, or you considerate or thoughtful. Like, oh my god, you like the nicest guy I ever met, and blah blah blah. I just want to give you the Gok. What is it called? The Gok 3000.
Gok 3000.
Yeah, Gok.
However.
Yeah, so I used to be shocked. I was like, damn, I did the bare minimum. She's like head over heels for me at this point.
I've noticed a trend that's happening now, though. A phenomenon that happens. If you go too far with the whatever, call it opening the doors, or the gentleman shit, so on and so forth. Right. If you go too far with it, or no, not necessarily a lump bomb, but also cool. Yeah. But if you go too far with it, she puts you in an echelon. She puts you up in husband territory, and you'll fuck around and not get the cheeks because she respects you too much. She'll go on a date with you and have all this good time and go home and call.
Yeah, and I don't play them games.
You feel what I'm saying?
So look, anytime I dated a woman or was dating a woman, and she's cutting me with that shit about her wanting to be celibate because she really likes me.
I'm not even talking about that.
Well, I'm saying to make me wait, because it's like, all right, you gave the box up to all these trash ass niggas, and my reward is making me wait. I just never understood that.
I don't like it, but I understand it.
Yeah, but I'm understanding it from a distance though, because I'm not dealing with that. Because if we got an attraction to each other, and I'm showing you who I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hiding anything about me. Like, it's a genuine connection. I'm being real with you. You being real with me. Let's just go with the flow.
Right, she don't know that.
I mean, but she don't know that. But I'm saying, if you took a chance with the trash ass niggas,
make sure you not trash.
Why can't you take a chance with niggas you actually like?
Because the trash,
you might end up being trash, and she want to know and find out first before you get at you. Like,
so
okay,
she
you
need
showing
that.
me some shit. Let me see if he slip up.
She need that period of time to see if you're gonna switch up. Yeah, I feel you.
Because I had girls tell me, like, in the beginning we was talking, and they'll tell me they celibate or whatnot, and then just by me being me, I think within like a week or two, like, we end up fucking anyway, or they ease their way into it. They just start giving me head at first, and then by the next week we fucking already.
That's another thing I learned, man. I got bad experience.
I'm not that type of bitch.
I don't push past that boundary.
I feel like I have such.
You say you don't give dudes head?
I don't just give them
head. Okay.
I feel like I have such like a different perspective on this because I have 4 brothers. I have 3 older brothers, 1 younger brother. So I have like a big span of like niggas who I'm consistently surrounded by. Plus, I was raised by my grandfather as well, who is a smooth talking ass nigga.
He like the older version.
And so,
like, he a Virgo. Like me. I want to be like him when I get his age. Sure.
Honestly, if you fuck a nigga on the first night, if you fuck a nigga on the second, third, it ain't no different than if you fuck him 3 months later.
I agree.
Like there's really no difference. Like, if you guys are vibing, like and it just all goes to where you are in your growth, you know what I mean? Like, what you're attracting into your life. You can tell a trash ass nigga from a good ass nigga the first night you fucking meet him.
They ignore
like
red
you
flags.
you can really tell that shit. And it's like, if you've done the work that you need to do in order to see the difference. And like me, when I always tell JR all the time, because he pulled all the tricks. You know, when me and him first started dating, he pulled all the tricks, and I was like, I was going to fuck you regardless. It didn't matter whether or not I showed up and you were goofy and I didn't really like, and I knew I didn't want to fuck with you like that. I was still gonna fuck you, and then I would have just bounced. Or if you showed up and you were suave as fuck, whatever. I like the way you look. I like the way you smelled when I walked in. I was going to fuck you whether or not you showed me these videos, whatever the fuck we were gonna do. We were still going to fuck that night. My mind was already made up by the conversation that we had. Now, if I would have walked in and you smelled like shit or something like that, then maybe like then my mind would have been changed. Or if I felt like your hygiene was off or something like that. But other than that, like that shit, I was going to still fuck you, no matter what the fuck you decide, what tricks you decided to whip out of your fucking sleeve. But that, I feel like I'm a little different than most women. I was raised by most men. Like, once I make my mind up about fucking you, that's on me. Like, and if I don't want to fuck you, I'm not even gonna meet up with you.
Yep.
We're not even going on a date. Like, we're not even going to be kicking it. After the couple of conversations we have over text and phone call, I'm not going to be kicking it with you.
So
Period.
let me ask you, what do you say to women who will let a nigga fly them out and don't fuck them?
I mean, what are you doing? I mean, I'm not going to fly anywhere where I'm not. That's just me. This is me, personally. But the thing is it's different when you're working from a distance. You know what I mean? If a bitch flies out, realizes there's certain things men can do where it's like, ew. You know, you get the ick. And it's like, nigga, like, no, you ain't coming near me. And there's certain things like they can dress, maybe the way they dress or the way they act or the way they present themselves to where it makes it feel like the woman either feels unsafe, her pussy ain't feeling like that, her mind's not feeling like that, and she don't want to do it. So and dudes are getting really good at putting on certain personas over the phone and over online that they really can't back up in person. So
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I mean, that's why I don't do the whole fly out thing. The only time I ever did the fly out thing was with the dude that I already met previously. Like, I already knew him, and he moved away and then flew me out. But I'm never going to fly out to nobody.
Man, when I just told y'all about the story that the dude fly me, I knew him probably like a month. Not even. I met him at my job. He's like, you like you fun, da-da-da-da. Flew me out. He wasn't on no bullshit, and I wasn't even on no shit either. We had a good ass time. Great ass
Don't do
time.
that shit no more.
Yeah, because you never know, like, niggas' hidden agendas they might have.
But he ain't had one though. He like
Yeah, I'm saying,
he made me super comfortable.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and he still paid right. Like it'd be like that. Choosing the wrong niggas.
Some niggas just like companionship or just like, you know, genuine good
But
company.
at the same time, like when you tickle that boyfriend or husband gene in the chick, like it make her put you in a category, man. It's just some dudes, and it's rarely the people, men and women, that is worth partnering with that got the best sex. It's rarely the same person. Can we all attest to that?
Hold on. Say that again.
It's rarely the same person that is worth partnering with that got the craziest sex. It's rarely in the same in the same.
I feel like I
package.
lucked up.
Of course,
Yeah.
but look at your overall history. People who gave you the best cheeks
Their
was probably
personality's
trash ass girlfriends,
Ass. Yeah, or psycho.
toxic,
Yeah,
or
no,
whatever the
I know.
fuck.
I
Them
feel
be
like-
the best cheeks.
I feel like with that, though, with men anyways, I don't know about with women. Because I've yet to find a woman that I can teach to have great sex. They have to kind of already, like, it's a learning
be
process.
installed.
You know, not necessarily installed,
It's a
but they got
desire.
to go through it. And they have to desire the good sex in order for it to be great. But with men, I don't think I've ever been with a man that I couldn't, like, teach and show what I wanted. But also, I feel like that attests to me being surrounded by men my whole entire life. I know how to talk to them. I know how to, like, communicate certain needs and not make them feel belittled. So it's like, women, if you're out there and you have a good nigga and he's perfect, whatever, but he's not fucking you
Teach him
that
your
well,
body.
figure out a way to talk to him the way that he wants to be, you know, talked to. And
In order for the
teach
sex to be good, one of y'all used to used to be a hoe.
him. Yeah,
I mean, me and Jasmine were both out
we're
here.
both hosts.
Yeah.
so
So
works
like that's
perfectly.
that's just
Now
how
we be
it goes.
hoes together.
No,
We be hoes together.
nah. If you don't believe that, then you trash in bed, Marley. Don't let a nigga find out.
I just want to fuck every girl in the world.
Right. You gotta have a healthy hoe phase, man. A healthy, safe hoe phase.
Because a whole face gets you experience.
I'm telling
in
you.
in the bedroom. So
Yes.
and,
That
and
mileage,
it's
yeah.
like you learn different ways to do things because it's like
You learn
this
in a
person
library.
may not like it this way, but this person like it that way, and you could kind of adjust on the fly. It's like they're not really fucking with the way I'm stroking them or
Yeah.
kissing on them.
Yeah.
All right, let me switch it up because I remember this other girl who I was fucking with. She liked it that way.
Yeah.
So you got shit to compare.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So you got nothing to compare to being
That's
one
what I hate
person.
because niggas be thinking sex is all the same. Like, no, you different woman, different thing that they like. You gotta learn how to switch it up, my nigga. Can't be afraid to be told how to have sex sometimes. Like,
Hell no. No, I asked. So I used to think my head was like the best shit
Me
ever.
too. So I met Jazz right.
Yeah. I asked the chick like on a scale of 1 to 10, straight up, like, cause I'm bragging. I'm like on a scale of 1 to 10, I was the
like,
dome.
yeah.
She was like, I don't know, like a 4. I said, oh, and instead of my male ego being hurt, I'm like, well, shit. Well, what can I do different? She says, well, you don't suck the pussy. You just kind of like, oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
You know what? I'm a woman and I had to learn that.
Right.
I remember my last girlfriend. I remember she used to say, "I need more suction," and
Right.
I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
What is
because
that?
me, I don't suck on my shit.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
You
right.
know what I mean? But she was like, "I need you to like a little bit of
Yeah.
suction on my clit," and I
Yeah.
was like, And then
That's why the
I
roles
literally
go
was
so
like, all
hard.
right, I like literally picked her ass up, put her little ass on the fucking bed, and I'm like, all right, you need to tell me how to do this.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, just like that. And it didn't, I made it happen.
Fireworks.
But every woman, I've never been with a woman who liked it the same way. Every single time I'm with a new woman, I'll look her dead in the face and be like, how do you want this? Like, how do
You want your pussy ate?
How do you want your
Nah,
pussy
I
ate?
like to find it out myself.
No,
about to
fuck
say,
no.
you ask a nigga that and they
No,
just- oh,
don't. Shut up,
Help me.
Michael.
Help me.
Don't find out yourself.
Help me.
You better just like the best way that and it turns a woman on too. The best way to do it is literally just look at her and be like, how do you want me to eat your pussy? Like, how do you want me to do this for you? Yeah. And like, and I will be literally on top of the pussy while I'm asking her this. Like, I'll literally be looking at her and the pussy, like, how do you want me to do this? I'm caressing it. And she'll be like, oh, just like this, or da-da-da-da-da.
I'll try.
And then she will
Listen.
tell you how she wants
Next
it.
new cheeks I
And
get, I'm
then
gonna try it. I'm gonna
stop in
see.
the
I'm
middle.
willing to know. I'm listen.
Stop right in the middle and be like, is that good? Am I doing all right? And she'll be like,
Once she see you
Really?
attentive, she'll be like,
the last girl that
times though. Don't ask too many
let me
times.
tell you, the last girl, I
Facts.
had a vibrator right in her pussy. I had a vibrator in her pussy, and I'm eating her out. And all of a sudden, like, I stop in the middle. I looked at her dead in her face, and I was like, "Is this good? Is this what you like?" And she's like, "Yeah, whatever."
Back to
And
slurp,
then all of a
slurp,
sudden,
slurp.
I start going again. All of a sudden, she came. The fucking vibrator popped out her pussy, flew all across the room, and she came. I was like,
That was great.
Knock it out the park, baby.
Normally the protocol I follow, like, because after that experience, the next chick I messed with was an African chick, and I did the
They
suction
aggressive.
and so on and so forth,
Yeah, African chicks are aggressive.
and she smelled like curry. I love that shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, they
I
aggressive.
shouldn't have told her that. She felt the way after I told her that, but she was like, "That's like saying I smell like
African
garlic."
women, they got strong hands for sure. They
Oh,
got,
what the fuck?
they got tight grips. I don't know what, like, man, it's crazy.
So, there we go. Yeah. So I did my thing.
They got the motherland hands.
I did my thing with the new extra added, brand new suction situation. So I added that to my
Oh,
thing.
you want the
boom.
toy you showed me?
No.
Oh, the rose. Okay.
And so I asked her on a scale of 1 to 10. She said about a 5. I'm like, what the? Oh no, the second time I didn't tell you. The second time I messed with old girl, she said like an 8.
Okay.
So
You went up.
I
You went up.
upgraded, right?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
next chick, 5.
well, another girl's 8 is gonna be a 3.
Right.
So another girl.
So she tell me 5, right? And I'm like, what do? She said, you don't use your fingers. I said, oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, there's a whole hole sitting there, unoccupied. Stick something in that motherfucker. Bet. So I added that to it, right? And so over the years, I pick up different shit. And what I like to do, Jazz, is go by her movement, her sound,
pay attention.
and literally the flavor. You know the flavor changes when the...
You can't always go by that. You can't always go by movement or sound because bitches will be faking.
That's on them.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
want
100% on that.
No,
Fake
but
with
that's
me.
why you have to ask. Stop mid as soon as she
Really fuck up the flow, huh?
Yes.
Because sometimes she thinks she's gonna fuck
But
up
you
the
have,
flow.
yeah,
So
because
fuck it
she
up.
thinks that she's fucking, she's thinking that she might fuck up the flow by if she stops moaning or whatever. So she wants to keep things smooth. So she's gonna still do her little,
Right.
all that bullshit.
I do that until
So,
I hear that gasp, though.
you
I do
can't-
something different. I hear that.
I don't ever trust none of that shit. I
Really?
don't ever
Okay.
trust none of that
School
shit.
me
I
then.
will stop and I will look at her and I will be like, is this good for you? And then she'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not the one. Don't lie to me. Tell me what you want. Like, literally, I will be
Damn,
like, don't
Jazz,
lie to me. Don't fuck around with me.
Damn,
Tell
Jazz,
me
that's
exactly what the
trying to
fuck
get
you
me.
want.
I am not the one. Am I
Yeah,
eating your
I'm
pussy
not.
right or no?
Like, right, because it's like a lot of women have a hard time actually being honest about
Yeah.
what they want, and
Okay.
they've never been afforded the room to be able to
Yeah.
actually explain what they want. So
That's
you
my male
have to
privilege
create
speaking, huh?
a safe space
To where they
and
wanna
be
open
very vocal about letting a woman be able to speak about what she wants in a
Okay.
sexual space.
Okay.
I don't like
Yay.
that. Do something.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be Thanos at this shit eventually.
That ain't
I was
working.
on what Mike was
And
on.
and what's fucked up about me is if you tell me you didn't like something, bitch, I'm turned on. I'm in it.
Yeah, me too. Because it's a challenge now at this point.
this out together.
It's a challenge at this point.
Go find a
You can't
solution.
learn shit from winning. You can't learn shit
Bitch,
from
my
winning.
coochie wet now. Like,
Bruh.
I fucked up.
I fucked up.
Bet.
Yeah, you gonna be Thanos in the game. You keep capturing the motherfucking.
Jasmine got like all the affinity
all the
rings when it
stones,
comes to
got the
women. I don't know how she
headstone,
be doing
the
it.
motherfucking, yeah.
Jasmine be like, got her. Oh, it's real quick. I just want to say that the podcast page on IG, we reached over 1,000 followers now.
Yes,
So
We're
we
at 1,153.
1,100 some followers. We've been moving fast, rapidly. This shit is crazy. Hopefully we can get rich off of this shit sooner than later. But I just wanted to say that. Now, oh, babe, what you about to say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I did want to ask y'all this. Like, what do y'all think about this? Do y'all think... I feel like Will Smith is kind of going through this now. But do y'all think y'all could date someone who had an ex who passed away while they was, like, on good terms? Ain't like they was, you know, on a rocky path or anything like that where they had trouble in their relationship when their ex did pass. But, like, that was the love of their life. Some tragic happened, like, suddenly or not. They seen it coming, but they was on good terms. They thought that was their person. Do you feel like you got a fair shot at, like, making them your person or having, like, true love? Do you feel like it's always going to be a comparison to their boyfriend or girlfriend who passed away?
Like,
at what point are you coming in?
I don't know, just after. Like, it could be a year, multiple years, but do you ever feel like you can top that person, or should you even be looking at it like that, or do you feel like you can't compare?
I'm not trying to live up to nobody else's potential. Like, I'm not trying to be what somebody else was to you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't gonna say I can't be with somebody, but it just have to depend on, like, where they at with the situation and how they, like, healed from it. Or, I mean, there's no healing from, like, death and all that, for real. It takes time, but, like, I'm not about to sit here and every time something go through something and you referring to that, like, I can't do that.
Such would have did it like this.
Yeah, like, no, I ain't about to live up to nobody's potential. Well, go find somebody like that nigga. Or like that bitch. Like, I'm not about to sit here and trying to be the best, and you comparing me to what somebody else was, or, you know, what they made you feel. Like, I make you feel the way I feel. I'm not about to, you're not about to.
Yeah,
like,
that's if they're vocal about that, though.
Period.
What if they're not vocal about that? Like, that's an obvious situation. If they're
It's
saying out
latching
their
out.
mouths.
That's
Like,
even more toxic. They just latching out, not really.
That's what I'm saying. If they're
communicating.
saying to you, oh, such and such used to do it like this, obviously that's
That's fucked
that's
up.
yeah. I'm saying somebody, he's just saying, like, somebody that you know, this chick got his heart. Like, maybe it's the mother of his child or something like that, or she got his heart and she not here, and if she was here, she would be with him.
See, yeah, no, like.
So you say you wouldn't even give a dude like that a shot? Because I believe
Not
you can
even
love
not
more than
giving
one
them a
person.
shot. Like, I try to work with them as much as I can, but, like, if you just stuck on this part of your life, like, everybody say when they go through trauma, they be stuck in certain part of their lives when they go through that trauma and shit. Like, I can't. That's not good on my mental. And my
Like what y'all think?
I'm not good enough. Like,
So say if y'all was in this situation, do you think it would be like, damn, like, what if this person didn't die? I wouldn't even be with this person. It's like, what if they were still alive and they would have been happier with that person than they are now with me?
I'm not even about to let my brain get to that point. Why am I doing?
feel like if you're
Why am I
thinking
getting
like
mental
that,
strength,
yeah.
like mental strain because of that?
You have to be on a certain level of your healing
Maturity.
in order to be in a relationship.
Facts.
Because if you're sitting there and you're in a new relationship and you're still comparing the two,
Yeah.
or like every single time you get into a fight, you're like,
That's
he
fucked
would have
up.
never did this to me.
Right.
He would have done
Yeah.
that.
I feel like that's inevitable though, because anytime y'all do get
Fuck
into an
that. I
argument
wish somebody would.
and
No, it's
your
not.
partner,
I don't know
look,
the fuck it is.
I'm out.
like get into an argument, your partner's crying, they go off by themselves. I'm sure in their head they thinking like, damn.
In their head.
They like I
Keep
said,
it in
I
there.
feel like in their head like, damn. I feel like if such and such was still here, we wouldn't be going through this right now. And I think that's the issue I had, because like even with Will Smith, you know, dating Jada, you know, his own daughter's writing letters to Tupac. Like, that's crazy to me.
Super
Wait, what?
wild.
Hey,
you ain't see that shit?
Willow wrote
When
a
she was a
letter
little
to
girl.
Tupac, like, hey, my mom's always crying. She's not happy right now. Can you please come back?
You ain't see that? Look that
Like,
shit
that's
up.
wow.
Oh, see, got my
she was
daughter
like-
writing
Yeah, bro.
Hell no, I'm out. Like, I gotta,
Like, she wasn't.
I gotta
She didn't.
settle
She never
for
even
you
met
fucking other
Pac. It's the
people.
crazy
Yeah,
part.
right.
Now I
Right.
gotta
She
let
was
you
born
fuck
after
other
he died,
people just
right?
to get another
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
That's
Just to
wild.
cope with that. You got me fucked up.
But here I'm different in
I
that
don't know. I
like
feel like Jada putting that family through it.
My nigga stressed out, bro.
I feel like you can love more than one person though. Like I ain't
Yeah, you
tripping
can
about
definitely
that.
love more than one person,
I'm
but
gonna
it's just
go
like,
beat
is
his
she gonna
grave
do?
up.
Do you think? All right, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think
grave.
Jada love Will Smith as much as she loved Tupac?
You can't say as much.
I don't think
There's no way to weigh or judge love.
'Cause as a woman,
Definitely
like,
differently though.
I'm not about to like
No
me
question.
as a woman. I'm not about to put my nigga through like
That.
me fucking a whole bunch like us swinging the shit, whatever, all that. Like I don't think Will really into that. He might be. I don't know, but I'm not about to. No, man.
Shit, you put me through that shit.
I feel like, I mean, first of all, I feel like Jada and Tupac probably would never have lasted as long as Jada and Will have.
Why is that? Why you think that?
They never
Tupac
really,
is Tupac.
because they never really
Tupac
dated though.
was
But Tupac
Well,
was
they
never really
okay,
did it, though, did
all right,
they?
let me say, if a nigga call you his heart in human form, that's heavy.
Come on,
Right,
niggas
but
say-
they never
niggas
dated,
say
though.
worse.
Yeah, niggas say a lot.
Deeper
But
shit.
Jada,
than
okay,
a
but
lot.
Jada,
Their
God
relationship,
damn,
but
fuck.
Jada
say a
admitted
lot.
that the feelings were there.
The feelings were there.
Niggas
The
say
buzz never happened, right?
deeper shit.
We
I've
just
had
say
a
it wouldn't
nigga
have
straight up be
happened.
like, our
though.
heart
Like,
Probably
they were
would've
still
happened.
young. Tupac
I've
was
had
only 24.
I've had a
Like, you know
nigga
what
like
I'm saying?
after we fuck, where I'm laying on
I
his
feel like
chest
that
and
shit
he's
was
talking
like,
about
bro, that
our
was
heartbeats
young.
match.
Like,
Hey, now you know I'm fucked up. When niggas say that to me, I be like,
Right.
nigga.
Like,
Hey,
okay.
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 It's a
Alright.
thing that happens when two
Oh.
bodies are
Finish
near
eating
each
my
other.
pussy,
It's
nigga. I
not,
don't
you
care.
know.
Like,
So okay, all right. So I'll say this. So when I was working at the casino, it was this one girl. She was new. I was working there before her, and at the time she had a boyfriend, and we were just cool. We were just friends. And I want to say 2 or 3 weeks after she been working at the casino, her boyfriend ended up passing away. He was an alcoholic and he had a seizure at work or whatnot.
Damn.
And she started coming into work sad, and I felt bad for her. I already had a crush on another girl at work, so I really was just trying to be like a good, genuine person and just be friends with her. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I noticed that you coming in not yourself. I feel bad. Like, let's just go out and get some drinks. It really was on some friendship, bro. I was not trying to scheme.
This was 2 weeks after her boyfriend passed.
Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, and she was coming in sad. Like, she wasn't herself.
And keep
Let's
going.
just-
Keep going with the
alright,
story, because
so-
I didn't know it was that soon after the boyfriend.
Hey,
passed.
all right, so, but okay, but hold on, but look, I'm gonna get deeper into it, so I'm gonna fill y'all in. So
Trauma
we
bond?
go to Scorchers. I can't go to Scorchers no more because I just took too many women there. But Scorchers has some good ass wings, and I just can't show my face there no more. But okay, so what?
You got this bitch with scorchers.
The
after
walls
her
are closing.
boyfriend passed?
The walls are closing in at Scorchers. Like,
Scorchers.
yeah, I know. I missed it. I
Like,
did too
how
much.
good
to
was
Scorchers.
this nigga? If you never mind.
All right, so all right, don't do that day. All right,
I'm
so look,
sorry.
we went to Scorchers. we had a good time, and look, all right, we went to Scorchers. We had a good time, and we was drunk.
No, I'm sorry because I've heard this story before, and I never heard the 2 to 3 weeks part. I thought this nigga was dead for like a year or something.
Oh nah.
You ain't say
And
that.
you got this bitch with scorchers 2
Well, no.
weeks after her
Well,
nigga
okay.
passed.
All right, well, okay.
Like a 6-piece
All right,
wing.
well, all right, everybody back up. Okay, first of all,
Fries.
that wasn't the
Relax.
first of all, that wasn't the damn plan.
No.
No, the plan was
I
to take her mind
understand.
off of
But
some
the thing
friendly
is,
shit.
if you pass
I wasn't
away,
trying
ain't
to
no
f-
nigga
sedu-
getting me with scorchers.
I wasn't trying to seduce her with no damn
Not in 2
scorchers.
weeks.
Yeah,
Not
I'm not seducing her
I'm
with.
still curled up
Not
in
in
my
2
bed
months.
crying.
I'm
I'm
not-
still like, nigga, get off me, nigga,
No,
get off me.
yeah, it was
My
me
nigga
that passed
just
away.
died.
You better be. You better just not fuck a nigga for a year if I pass away. But like, now you go to Scorchers. I was just trying to seduce her with teriyaki and Cajun rub. That was not the plan. Dipped in
But
ranch.
the thing is you weren't even
The dry
intentionally
lemon
trying to
pepper
do it in
rub.
this. Never mind, keep going.
All right, so look, all right. So we had a good time in Scorchers on some friendly shit. We come back to my crib only
Whoop.
because no,
Help me understand why that was the choice, man.
No, because she met me at my crib. I drove us there, so she met me at the crib, and I'm like, hey, I know we've been drinking. Do you just want to sober up a little bit before you drive back home? She was like, yeah. So she come inside, and then that's where she threw me for a loop. She was like, hey,
3
then-
weeks.
babe,
Ah!
come on, we gotta let that go. So look,
The
she said-
funeral happened
Gotta
already?
let that go.
Did she even go to the funeral yet?
Funeral definitely happened.
it's not
after
about no
3
damn
weeks, before
funeral.
3 weeks.
She probably left the funeral and went
Fuck
straight
the
to
funeral,
Scorchers.
not fuck the funeral. but
She left
Babe,
the funeral and went
babe,
straight to
you
Scorchers.
about to get me canceled, babe. Stop,
She left the funeral and went straight to
Listen.
Scorchers.
babe.
Yo,
Listen.
she left the funeral. She left the funeral
no.
went straight to score
I
shoot.
didn't mean to
She
say
still
it.
had the black dress on.
She had to get drunk.
She still had the running mascara on.
Okay. All
Keep
right.
going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
So I was like, hey, you want to come inside just to sober up for a little bit? So she threw me for a loop when she came
All
inside.
these bitches need to sober up for a little bit.
she came inside. She threw me for a loop because she was like, hey, then you say you had some Crown Apple in the freezer. She was like, we should drink that. So I'm like, you supposed to be sobering up. So that kind of threw me off. I'm just like, all right. So and like I'm gonna say this, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I am oblivious to things. Like when women are trying to throw hints at me that they like me or want me to make a move, a lot of times the shit go over my head because I'm just naturally friendly. You know what I'm saying? I just like
Why you
showing
taking your
people.
pants off? Oh my God.
I just like
happening?
showing people a good time.
She didn't
So-
even let the body be cold yet. Did they?
Oh my God, these jokes are terrible. So look,
Hey, I got dark humor,
so wait.
I got really bad dark humor. So.
No, I got dark humor too, but not on camera.
You brought it up, nigga. It's free for all now. Shit.
Fuck the funeral.
So I got the Crown Apple out the freezer. We drinking a little bit. I'm playing music. We just talking about work shit or whatnot. And out of nowhere, she was just like, James. So sometimes at work, I can't tell if you just be being friendly or you be flirting with me. And
Bitch,
then,
you got a boyfriend 3 weeks ago.
okay.
Like,
All right. Nah, all right. Stop.
that's
So
a
look.
big point, though. Like,
Yeah, but no.
She been eyeing you, baby.
I'm about to say, you would have been said that.
Right.
But she asked me that question, and I'm just like, well, no, I am friendly, but I do find you attractive, so I guess sometimes I do be flirting. You know, I was honest, and then she proceeded to say, well, since we being honest, I feel like you should be more comfortable and take your shirt off. So at this point, I'm like, okay.
I'm trying.
So,
But we said though, like bitches had their mind made up. She knew she been one fucking.
yeah, so at this
go
point,
ahead.
you know, I'm usually oblivious. So, but I feel like if a woman is telling me you can't
Right.
cheat on the dead, though, I don't think. Well, never. That's
But
fucked
But she
up.
was
No, I
already.
didn't say that.
But she
Well,
was
hold on,
already had her.
listen,
Her
listen,
nigga was
listen.
only dead for 3 weeks.
Alright.
Weeks ago, she ain't want to be.
Listen.
3 weeks.
All right, well, hold on.
3 weeks. How long were you working there?
Let's.
No, how long were you working there?
Wait,
I was working there for like a minute. I was there before her.
Okay.
What?
So her nigga just died. 2-3 weeks.
Nigga,
She
low-key
talking
could've
about
been
why have you
resuscitated
never
at that time.
how you never
Low-key.
you just had your dude just expired.
Well, hold on. Let's reel it back a little bit. Okay, so look, she
Everybody relax.
so.
But am I making sense
You
though?
are, but go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, buddy.
All right, baby. All right. So listen.
Baby.
So look, she asked me.
Saying, am I
B
making
word.
I
sense?
know,
baby.
I know. But look, she asked me to take my shirt off. So I'm like, all right, well, she asked me to take my shirt off, then obviously she attracted to me. So I took my shirt off, you know, and then we was still talking, we was still conversing. Now I realized, like, yo, she told me to take my shirt off. That means she probably want me to make a move. I'm having a conversation with myself in my head. So
Yeah,
in the middle of her sentence, I got up and I walked over and I started kissing on her. And then we moved to the couch and we doing shit or whatnot. And then out of nowhere, she was like, "You know what, James? We can't do it." She started crying. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on?
Post funeral
And-
pussy.
Damn.
Jesus Christ! All right, so look. Oh my God. So look.
PFP.
So- wow.
PFP, yeah, you know me. Got the PFP.
Oh my God.
Man.
Yo. This is wild. So look.
Man's trying to keep a straight face and tell
This
me
is
a sour
so wild
story.
right now.
I'm with
So-
you, James.
So look, we was doing whatever we did on the couch, and she got to crying, and then she started telling me about how before her nigga died, she found out he was like an escort on the low. He was like on the down low, an escort for niggas. Yo, y'all are crazy,
Nigga
bro.
was slanging dick
Y'all
to
niggas
niggas?
are yo. So
on.
look.
This took a twist. Hold on.
This nigga was slanging
No.
dick to niggas.
Wait a minute. Not to.
Uh,
I've
That's
heard
what she
this
said.
story
He was-
so many times, but
You
it's
said
so
she was on the
funny
down
right
low.
now.
But she ain't say specifically slanging dick to niggas. She just said he was an escort for men. Like, she found out on the down low. I think she said because he was an alcoholic. I think one night she found out he had 2 phones. She didn't know he had 2 phones. He was passed out drunk, and her phone started ringing. She answered it, and she said, "Nigga was like hello, like in a gay voice or whatnot.
Okay, so
And she
we got it.
and she said she was so pissed she like dropped the phone. She said she slapped the nigga so hard her nails popped off, but he was so drunk he didn't even wake up. Like a nigga was still out of it. And from that point forward,
This keeps getting better.
From that point forward, their relationship.
Are you making this up, Jay?
No, I wish I
I've
was.
heard this story so many
I
times.
wish I was.
No, it's actual fact.
From that point forward, their relationship went on the rocks, and they was engaged. They was engaged and all that. But she felt some type of way that he was on the down low, and she had to find out like
you
that.
artist with your shirt off?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the scene,
Yeah, man.
Oh shit! Listen. I just seen this the whole time. The camera's on her, talking. Yeah, he did this, that, and the other. And then we pan out, and this nigga with his shirt off. I said, but you just paid it to me like, damn.
And so
That's
he used to
fucked
tell
up.
me these stories. And when we first started
What
dating,
do you
he'd be
know?
like, I'm scarred. Like, these bitches been putting me through it. Yo, now I'm starting to understand why these bitches been putting him through it.
Crazy.
Why you doing that?
So-
I didn't
what-
pop the top for you came over and kissed your neck a little bit.
Now
And
you
you
crying.
telling me your nigga on the DL.
Not only he did
Well,
what
no,
did.
he was past tense. He's not here with us no more. He's not here with us no more. It's past tense.
Man, you better go
My
on,
bad.
man. Go on with that story,
My
bro.
bad. But nah,
Go on
yeah.
that.
But so my cousin was on the way because he was coming to my house drunk for some reason. He was like, "Hey, I need to crash on your couch." So me and her moved on upstairs, and we went upstairs in my room, and we got to fucking with each other again. She was like, told me to pull my dick out. She started jacking it off. She was like, "Don't you want to see how I feel inside?" I'm like, "Yeah." My dick is hard. So I'm like, "Yeah." And then right before I put it in, she's like,
Your dick get hard.
because she started jacking it off.
She tested the story.
So,
He and the down low and the.
so we were back upstairs, and she started jacking it off, and she's like, "You want to see how I feel?" So I'm like, "Yeah." And then right before I was about to put it in, she was like, "You don't care about me, free." We just like all these other niggas. She started crying. So at that
If it
at that
didn't
point-
show, the PFP, the post funeral pussy, didn't show you already that this nigga don't give a fuck.
And so at that point, I'm like, you know what? We just going to sleep. You obviously emotional right now. We just gonna lay down, but I feel like that made her respect me more. And we kept kicking it, and somehow we ended up in a relationship. But I want to say in that situation, the reason by far that was the craziest girl I ever
Somehow
met. Though
he
I'm
thought
not
this
gonna
was the
lie,
one.
it got to the
thought
point
this
she
one
thought
was
people
the
were
one.
following us in white vans. She thought people was tapping our phone conversation. She was speaking code on the phone. She talked her way out again to a psychiatric ward. Like it was like I thought I was gonna end up on Snap a Fatal Attraction. Like I'm surprised I'm still alive. Like I got voicemails. Y'all want to listen to them after the show? Like this is proof. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like this shit was real. But
She knew something you did, my nigga.
but
I keep telling him that this bitch was a crackhead on the down low. Every
Nah,
time he
she
tells me
wasn't
the
crack.
story, I'm like, this bitch was.
nah, I'm not
crack.
fucking no girl on crack. But
She knew
but
crack, you didn't.
but I guess I didn't feel slighted in that situation, even though her ex passed away while they were still together, because he was already they was already on a rocky path, and it's not like they were on good terms. I feel like they probably would have ended up breaking anyway. So I didn't feel like I had to compete with him because I was already better than him just by not being on the down low. You feel me? So
And by being alive.
By being here,
The
that
bar
too,
was
so.
already set below the floor. All I had to do was step up on that bitch.
Yeah,
Just
but
pretty much.
but I did pay for it because she was
You
just
think?
psycho. She popped up on me multiple times. She was pissing me off on purpose just so we can have angry makeup sex. Like you should turn on.
No problem with that.
Oh, no.
Was there ever an investigation? You said he died of liver
He said-
damage, right?
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, like.
Well, I
some.
guess he was an alcoholic, so whenever his
Everyone
body,
knew
his
he was
body got so
alcoholic,
used
though,
to
right?
his body got so used to alcohol that when he didn't have alcohol in the system, he had seizures. Now I guess when he was at work, he had a seizure, but he felt so hard on his head, it was internal bleeding. He was in a coma, and then he passed away. So yeah, but yeah, I didn't feel slighted because, I had pretty much if I did the bare minimum, I was already, on a different level than he was. I don't want to say better because that's insensitive, but I didn't feel slighted in that situation because it ain't like they was in love and on good terms. Like even the ring that he bought her for their engagement, she pawned that shit and got a car. So
He spent some money, dog. He
yeah,
spent some money.
Probably.
all right, so this has been the first hour of episode 11, part 1 of the Dirty Talks podcast. We'll be back shortly with part 2. Thank y'all for tuning in.
I love it when you talk dirty.